Hey all you people, Status Stats here, coming back at you guys with another episode of the Fantasy Hockey Waiver Wire, this time for Week 7. We start off the list this week with Coyote forward Nick Schmaltz, who currently has 14 points in 18 games, good for third on his team, including 6 points on the man advantage. The Coyotes have a pretty balanced team scoring-wise, with multiple players scoring double-digit points in the early going. There's not really one player that stands out among the group. However, as the team's number one center, Schmaltz should be the main distributor, and as such should continue to score points with regularity. Coming back from a combination of injury and COVID-19, Nico Hischier finally made his season debut, returning to a top 6 role, which should afford him plenty of power play time, and acting as the team's top center. Hischier might take a bit to get going after missing the early season, but he's in a great spot to succeed, forming a strong duo with teammate and fellow top pick Jack Hughes. We'll see if Hischier can show some progress in this shortened season. Alexis Lafayette hasn't had the beginning to his NHL career that many people expected. The consensus number 1 overall pick has struggled mightily, with just 2 points in his first 16 games. It's not the most surprising thing, given that he is a 19-year-old rookie, but even the most pessimistic of fantasy players couldn't have expected this. It's likely he just needs more time to get acquainted to the NHL level. However, if he's going to have any impact this year, the time is likely upon us. With superstar Artemi Panarin leaving the team for personal reasons, now is the time for Lafayette to step up. He's positioned to start on the team's top line and should see even more power play time in his new role. We know he has the talent to succeed, so if he's available in your league, I consider picking him up to see if this new role sparks any production from him. Coming into the year injured, people probably didn't expect much from 38-year-old goaltender Mike Smith. However, he's been nothing short of fantastic since his return, winning 4 of his 5 starts while posting terrific counting stats overall. I don't need to tell you how explosive the Oilers' offense is. If Smith can maintain even a fraction of this production, he's going to win a lot of games and be one of the top pickups this year. He has greatly outperformed his fellow goaltender Mikko Koskinen, with the 2 Edmonton goaltenders currently splitting starts. Although the situation isn't ideal for fantasy owners, Smith could seize a higher percentage of the starts if his stellar play continues. Now for my buy low candidates, we'll start with Capitals goaltender Ilya Samsonov, who has been sidelined for the majority of the season's beginning, starting only 2 games before being placed in the NHL's COVID-19 protocol. Samsonov was a highly coveted goaltender in the draft due to his pedigree and potential workhorse role for a contending team. The Capitals currently sit at 2nd in the division, and in his absence, Vitek Vanecek has put up solid numbers while handling a heavy workload. I believe Samsonov would put up even better numbers if given a similar opportunity. He recently returned to the team and was placed on the taxi squad given his extended time off. But once he gets back up to speed, he should be given the chance to reclaim his role as the Capitals' top goalie. The Flyers have had numerous games postponed recently. Despite the layoff, the team still features many potent offensive threats. One such player that recently returned with the team is Sean Couturier. Not only is he more than capable of producing on his own, recent line combinations place Joel Farabee and Trevor Van Riemsdyk as his wingers. Farabee has taken a step forward in his development this year, and Van Riemsdyk leads the Flyers with 21 points, despite the team only playing 15 games to date. Once again healthy, Couturier can be a strong producer on the Flyers and your fantasy team. Last up on this list, my sell high candidate for this week is Jordan Staal. With his most recent surge, he has managed to amass 15 points in 15 games this season. It's a classic case of, we've never seen this guy do it before, so why should we believe it now? And this is especially true for an established veteran like Staal. His shooting percentage is an astronomical 30.4%, not to mention he's playing the role of a third-line center, so he doesn't even get the added benefit of playing with his team's young superstars. Staal is a better real-life player than a fantasy one, and I expect regression moving forward. And with that, we wrap up another episode of the Fantasy Hockey Waiver Wire. If you guys enjoyed the video or found it helpful, please consider giving it a like or subscribing for more fantasy-related content. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.